Most of the botches on our countdown are pretty funny, but unless you have a cruel sense of humor, you're not going to laugh at this one. Well, maybe you have a cruel sense of humor. Either way, this botch was so bad, it nearly ruined the finish in one of the biggest matches of the year and put arguably the most powerful man in the industry on the shelf. The number 4 most botched moment you voted for was Vince McMahon blowing out both quads at the finish of the 2005 Royal Rumble.
He gonna try to slide him up on the rope.
Watch him.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Boom. Both of them gone.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. But look, he's not even selling it, though. He's not even selling it. He's in so much pain. You blow your quads out? That's how strong that son of a bitch is, though. I mean, like, whoa.
So the only thing he can tell them to do now is get on me.
That was a serious injury. That was, yeah, I was there. That was horrible.
I'm sorry. I remember I was right there.
He no-sells it, and he's just doing the he went from doing the bionic walk, the banging his knees, to doing the bionic sit-down.
I think Vince was doing any juice.
But don't even sell it. I mean, that's classic Vince there, but that's awesome.
Look, everybody's thinking right now, oh my God, is he working me? What the fuck is happening? The refs are like, what's going on? Everybody's like, what's going on? Vince is like, I can't believe this just happened.
Tough and stubborn. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Such a rotten feeling. One's enough.
It's a horrible fucking botch, but what do you do? I'm trying to think what I do. That would make me wake up in the middle of the night going, ah!
When something like that happens, like what happened with Vince McMahon when he ran into the ring and slid in and tore his quads, the only thing you can do is ad lib and still go to what is planned, but fine tune it so you can still get to where the conclusion is supposed to go and play off what has happened to him.
Guess you do a lot of ad-libbing, you know? I mean, I guess you just roll on your back and tell somebody to lay on top of you, right?
He's obviously fucked. He's your boss. I would fucking quit calling. I'd grab somebody and fucking hoist him over the fucking rope and go over with him.
And then you go down, you know, you get down to him and ask him, you know, you all right? What'd you hurt? Or what'd you break? You know what I mean? And then it ain't like you can stop and retake. So now they just got to give you whatever's left. So if all y'all can do is stomp me, just stomp me, stomp me, stomp me, stomp me, get out here and choke me, tell them I'm fucking hurt, I'm hurting for real, and try to get out of it as easy as you can.
Jesus Christ. I mean, live TV. Live TV. I can only imagine it to, you know, the time I've shit myself wrestling. You know, there was a time when I was wrestling Jason Knight in Detroit, and we're wrestling, good 2 minutes. He gives me a clothesline, land on my back, I shit myself. What do? You know, in my instance, I could carry on, but you blow out both fucking knees. Hey, I'm just going to sit here and yell at you.
Under their breath, I've heard it a lot of times when I was shooting pictures, or they'll mainly the referee will generally go down and say like, come on, and then the person is able to say, I'm hurt. In Vince's case, he was like, hurt.
Look to your boss for guidance at that point, because he's the one that's fucked up. He's the one that's writing the checks, and I think he knows probably better than anybody else at that point what he can handle and what he can't handle.
You know what I mean? Whatever Vince says, do. I mean, but, you know, I don't know what was supposed to happen.
I'll give this to Vince. He's taken some of the most hellacious bumps in this business, you know, from falling off the cellar to the table and fucking breaking his tailbone and not selling it, you know, to the boys, you know, keeping that brave face. But this, he had to sell, you know, and he's a proud man, you know. Ha ha ha, meanie, I'm Vince McMahon.
Oh man, you hate to. It's one of those things like you hear about it after the fact and he's okay, and you kind of don't even want to laugh then because the poor guy dove into the ring. I did it before, and I did it to my left knee. I didn't blow out everything, but I broke my kneecap sliding in the ring, and it was slippery coming down on a house show against Chris Masters after he broke my face, so it was like, I can't win. But yeah, when that happened, it was one of those things where you didn't know, and he just sat there yelling and screaming and doing whatever. Yeah, I don't like to ever, laugh at when someone gets hurt, because I've been in that position many, many times and been laughed at. It doesn't feel good.
When you hit your belly flop, so your legs never hit anything, But hey, I was running down that ramp one time, and no one ever really saw this, and doing a run-in on Taker. And I was on full speed run, and there's a spot where if this is the ramp, right at the end, it does this. So it doesn't go flush. It's like running, now my foot hits air. And now where am I going? Oh my God, now boom, and I just went and went right into the railing. I mean, no one ever saw it. I fucking totally hard-weighed myself, like total gash on my head. I still got in the ring, still did my set. Taker's looking around, his blood, who's juicing? Never even knew it till we got to the back. I go, dude, I freaking missed that air spot because the ramp is not flat. So anything can happen. And I ran in that ring a million times.
Hopefully that never happens to me where I'm a house of fire and then I'm an invalid. I'm just sitting there.
I see Tess try to do the same shit. Guy sliding under the rope, splattered his nose. I mean, his nose just splattered. He was trying to run in on DX, on us,
I had, what do you call them, certain surgical blades. Scalpel. I had one, I always say scalpel. I had one on my hand one night, and I shot Johnny Grunge off. No, it was Axel Wright, and I shot him off. And my blade was on the side of my thumb, and I hooked his thumb. And when I shot him off, our thumbs locked, and that blade went in his thumb and split it. And he got blood pouring out his hand. And he didn't know what to do. I grabbed my fork and started acting like I was stabbing it. And I kept doing it. And be honest, and I took his hand and slammed into the turnbuckle. And I bit him and whatever. So that was like opportunity, go get it. You know what I mean? And that was the whole match was centered on his hand. And we cut it a few minutes short, and then we went home, and he had to get stitched up. So in a situation like that, you can't stop.
Coming from someone who has torn a quad, it hurts like a bitch, trust me.
Well, it's the muscle front of your leg. What happened or happens with quad tears is this muscle comes off just above your knee and rolls right up your leg here. I mean, that's a horrible injury. And obviously your legs don't work after that. So Vince done both of them. Horrific.
We're working a show in Houston on my birthday. This is probably 2001, maybe 2002, I don't know. It was Chris against Sandman, me managing Chris. And we were delayed in the Philadelphia airport for like 13 hours in a blizzard. So by the time we got to Houston, they picked us up in a limo. They drove us to the building. They pulled the limo into the building through like the garage door. They hit Sandman's music. He went at one side of the limo. They hit Chris's music. We went out the other side of the limo for our entrances. And now take in mind, we're 13 hours delayed in Philly, and we're on a good 4-hour flight down to Houston. Quite a bit of alcohol was consumed by the three of us before we got there on the plane, and like with Sandman stealing the little bottles of alcohol off the cart. So we got there, and the three of us are just oblivious to what's going on. And I'm never one to offer to take bumps for anyone, only when absolutely necessary. But here I am, drunk out of my mind, and we're out on the floor, and I tell Sandman, suplex me on the floor. Great idea, to get suplexed by a drunk out of his mind Sandman on the floor. With no mats on the floor, just concrete. What was I thinking? So he picks me up for a suplex, and because he's so fucked up, he's wobbling all over. So as he lowers me for the suplex, he catches my thigh on the guardrail. Tore my quad. I still have a lump in my quad from where my quad shriveled up from my kneecap because it never healed back. I still have a bump right here from the shriveled up muscle.
You almost kind of feel sorry for him, you know. I mean, it's I don't know about. I mean, that had to be painful. I can't even imagine what that felt like.
I wouldn't call that a botched, spot. That's a fucking hurt. That's a very painful accident. Trust me.
Not top 5 botched. Top 10, okay. I'm 39. I can probably list off a bunch of shit that made me go, ooh.
He's not gracious enough to even think of attempting to do that. It's nowhere near as easy as it looks.
Don't do it when you're 62.